ahead and roll up the windows once we get across the bridge. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Look at the sun. The clouds are so pretty. Smoke that cigarette, buddy. It's a beautiful day out. People are out and about. There's the big pink. I just rolled up my window. Wow. What an awful time to be homeless. Makes me sad. I feel bad for all the people that can't. Wow, I just looked over there and the oyster bar has boarded up their windows. That's so messed up. What, was someone breaking their fucking windows? That's just
There
terrible.
could be a lot of broken windows out here next month.
Yeah.
They had all be boarded up.
Oh, there's some right there. Oh, that's
Probably
terrible.
broke. That was probably broken.
Of course, these won't get broken because people live here, but look over there. Wow. Those windows are boarded up. Gee whiz.
They're in the process of boarding them up.
Oh, are they? Oh, there they are,
See,
yeah.
there's this plywood.
I see, yeah.
Yeah.
What a terrible time to be homeless. I feel sorry for those people.
These are all boarded up.
Wow, look at that, yeah. Boarded up windows. There's some more right there. Aurochs Leather Company. Yeah, boarded up, buddies. Boarded up. They boarded up theirs too. Wow.
Yeah.
Painted them red, and we love PDX. That's actually pretty good. The theater over there. We boarded up there.
It's boarded up. That theater is closed now, I think.
And the Star.
They're all closed, actually. The new community. Drinking beer. Sitting with your homies on the street. Drinking OE,
English, Old English.
Old English, and Steel Reserve, Canada Steel Reserve.
Yeah.
Long time ago, John, Ramona's John, he gave me a can of beer. I'd never tasted it, never had that kind before. It was Steel Reserve. I drank a can of that. Jesus Christ, about fell over. It's really strong. You know,
Well, I hate the taste of
I
beer,
wasn't used
so
to it, you know.
I don't like beer. I don't like alcohol. Maybe a little wine once in a blue moon. But yeah, I'm not much for alcohol.
The leaves are all coming out again. They're green. They're so pretty.
I know spring is just starting. An odd time for spring to be starting. I was doing research on the internet, and they say that come fall there might be another outbreak, like nationally. Come fall.
Said
Look at her.
Spanish flu had 3.
Look at his bright green cap. That's cute. That's definitely bright. little store is still open. Oh, I feel bad about the Benson. I really do. I wonder how they're gonna survive.
They're not.
But we have to be hopeful. We
Well,
can't.
honey, with no travelers coming, they're not going to survive. None of these hotels are going to survive.
Well, it's still gonna be the Benson. I mean,
It
it's
should
not.
be the
No one's gonna tear it down because it's on the National Register.
They're making it a homeless shelter.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will.
Anything but the Benson. They can do that somewhere else. Definitely. There's enough space. The city has hundreds of buildings they could use, but not the Benson.
It's closed.
Yeah.
This is closed. The Vintage is closed.
What is it? Oh,
It's a hotel.
The Vintage. Yeah. I stayed there once. It had a different name then.
The Vintage is closed. The hotels aren't going to make it.
That dumb hotel that, you know, the reason they tore down the Lotus. Oh, we got this nice hotel that we need to build. Oh,
The
okay.
Ritz-Carlton, which is never going to be finished now, the big hole they got in the ground up there,
Yeah.
destroyed all those people's lives with a cart,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they got a big hole in the ground.
Yeah, exactly. That's just a hazard, you know. Although I did read somewhere where they said a lot of construction is going to continue.
That ain't going to continue.
Okay.
They're not going to build another hotel. That was a badness. And they probably never needed a hotel in the first place.
I know, we didn't. I know. It just,
Oh, look.
wow.
The Marriott. The doors are boarded up.
Boarded up, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Is the Marriott closed?
So weird to see everything closed down. There's the old Starbucks. They're closed. Good for you, buddy. You got on a mask. Good for you.
Closed. No, they're open.
There's someone in there. That's
They're
weird.
selling coffee.
That's so bizarre. Are they open? Wow.
They're open, but people can't go in.
Wow. They're probably not making much money at all. Oop, look at that. Yeah. Well, they need to have that boarded up because that's a jeweler.
That's a jewelry store. Yeah.
Yeah. Get your friggin' merchandise and put it in the back room or something.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, honey. Makes me sad.
It is. It's like a ghost town. Nobody's around. No one's walking the streets. It's just Columbia Sportswear Company. He was the guy that he donated like several $1 million for that homeless shelter, and
Yeah, he did.
oh, here we are. So strange. Everything's closed down. There's a couple walking their little dog. Oh, look at the little puppy. Oh, that's so cute. He's on the back of him. Oh, the guy on the bike had a little, it looked like a Shih Tzu. It was like a brown and white. Oh, he's really cute. Oh, he's so cute. Going for a ride with his papa. It's getting pretty warm. I'm going to roll down my window a little bit. I just don't want to get...
Well, nobody's going to spit on me.
Oh, there's an old lady. Keep your mask on, Grandma. Don't take it off. Well, I know, but when we get down towards Burnside, towards the Burnside Bridge, that's when you definitely want to roll up your windows because you get around those people, you know, crazy people, homeless people, they may spit. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, you're talking about people that aren't very stable. Higgins is closed down. Private property, no trespassing. Yeah. Oh, there's that restaurant. Raven and Rose. I wanted to go there. That's the old carriage house. Yeah.
Another hotel they didn't need.
Yeah, I know that other one. I can't remember what buildings were there. They were really small and kind of like from the 50s or something. That used to be the old post office. Plaid Pantry, that's probably still open. Yeah, it looks like it's still open. Pretty shrubs are all red, the red leaves.
Red leaves.
Yeah. Eventually they all turn green, but that's how they start out. There's St. Mary's. That was Revolution Cafe.
Yeah.
It was really popular for a while. Oh, she's wearing a mask. Good for you, honey. Good for you.
I still wonder why you had the feeling we should get masks and toilet paper and
I know, honey. I know. It was 2 weeks before the news hit, and I was the one. I insisted that we get some toilet paper, like extra rolls. What we got, like 20 of those 4-roll containers, and you were kind of irked, and you're like, no, it's. And I'm like, no, I want to stock up. And that was like 2 weeks before the bad news hit. And then it was a year and a half ago, that I started collecting those masks that they were handing out at the Portland Clinic. And I'm glad that I did, because we have a few, we have a few. Oh, Lord. I wouldn't walk around on the street without wearing a mask, just because you're going to come across unstable people, homeless people. Exit, that's an exit. Entrance, exit. Wow, and they keep the door open. So the McDonald's is still open. Anyway, I wouldn't come down, especially if you're older, because you're walking around, anybody could, some person could come up and, be sick and be angry and suspect that they have the coronavirus, and then decide they're going to cough all over people. They're doing that. People are doing that. They're to get revenge. Oh, look at that guy. He's got a little chihuahua. Oh, he's so cute. Little booger. Okay, you should probably roll up your window now, because we're getting across from the square. I don't feel comfortable. I've got mine up all the way, too. Watch it, watch it. Slow down, Don. Jesus. Okay, just take it easy.
walk in front of me.
I think that's the one that has the that's the lady that has the doll and the stroller that she shares her cigarettes and her water with. She's pretty sad. I'm just so glad that my dad is dead, and my sister Margaret is dead, and even my precious nephew Rudy. I'm so glad that they don't have to live through this, because the fear and then the worry.
Yeah.
It's just so stressful. Worrying, That used to be a camera store.
Yes.
That's where Amelia and I would go there and get film and have our photos developed. Now it's called Forte Coffee Wine. And it's probably out of business. There's the Starbucks, they're out of business. That's closed down. That's too bad, gee whiz. I thought I'd just sit there in the middle of the street. She's wearing a mask. Good for you, honey. And the daffodils. Daffodils are blooming. That's that same couple that we saw walking their dog.
Theirs is all, their windows are all painted up. Boarded over and painted up.
Yeah. Boarded over and painted up. Poor guy. Oh, his legs are all swollen. That's kidney failure right there. When your legs are swollen like that. How sad. We live in a time of friggin' COVID, coronavirus, and you gotta be homeless and in a wheelchair with health issues. I don't see a lot of social distancing from a lot of the homeless people, but that's not surprising. They're just trying to survive. Oh, they're boarded up. That place right over there.
That's a pizza joint that stayed in business for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
There's that pizza.
It's a Zappa Pizza, yeah. Zappa Pizza thick crust. What a bummer. Yeah. There's that hotel. The Oxton.
The Hoxton.
The Oxton, right? Or is it the Hoxton?
Hoxton.
Hoxton, okay. Formerly the Grove. Oh, and there's... Oh, look! Dante's is boarded up. Good. Hellhole. Shit pile. Roofied my precious daughter. They're lucky I didn't firebomb that place. Motherfuckers. Okay, now we're back on the Burnside Bridge, and I guess we can roll our windows down a little bit more. Roll down our windows, get a little airflow, go back home. And there is the Big Ugly, and the Big Ugly 2. Did that? Who's responsible for that atrocity? It's just awful. It's an assault on the eyes. No Portlander ever could have okayed that.
Somebody did.
Someone from out of state.
Somebody who works in City Hall okayed it.
Yeah, I know. It's ugly as sin. I mean, the building's pretty generic. It's just the paint job is just so ghastly. And here we are on Burnside, Chivatown, as they used to call it.
Sad city.
Sad city. There's the old hotel. There's the Sizzle Pie. They're still open, wow. Order to go. And then there's the dumpy B-side, but they're closed down, which is probably a good thing. Gonna happen. And there's the Jupiter, and now, yep,